Imagine this. Your mother-in-law walks into your home, treats you like a servant, and then out of nowhere, cuts you deep with the cruelest insult you've ever heard. That's exactly what happened to me. But trust me, she didn't get away with it. Stick around for a story of disrespect, betrayal, and the most satisfying revenge you'll hear today. If you've ever wanted to see someone who wronged you get what they deserve, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into one of the most emotionally charged Reddit revenge stories you'll ever hear. You're not gonna want to miss this payoff. Let me paint the scene for you. I'm 34, happily married to my husband Mark for 5 years. We live in a cozy suburban house, our sanctuary, our safe space. Mark's a great guy, supportive and kind, but his mother? Oh, let's just say she's a lot. Linda, my mother-in-law, is the kind of person who walks into a room and expects everyone to bow to her whims. She's 62, impeccably dressed, with a sharp tongue that she wields like a weapon. And for years, I've bitten my tongue to keep the peace. Now, Mark and I don't have kids yet. It's not by choice, it's a painful topic for me. We've been trying for years, and every negative test feels like a punch to the gut. I don't talk about it much, especially not with Linda, because I know she'd turn it into a lecture about how I'm failing her son. So when she announced she was coming to stay with us for a week, my stomach churned. I braced myself for her usual passive-aggressive jabs, but I had no idea just how far she'd go this time. From the moment Linda arrived, it was like I'd been demoted to unpaid staff in my own home. She swept through the front door, her heels clicking on the hardwood, and dropped her suitcase in the middle of the living room. "Oh, darling," she cooed at Mark. "It's so good to see you." Me? I got a tight-lipped smile and a once-over. Like she was inspecting a piece of furniture. By day 2, I was gritting my teeth. Linda expected me to cook her every meal: bacon and eggs for breakfast, sandwiches for lunch, and a full dinner spread, complete with dessert. She'd leave her plates on the table, crumbs scattered like confetti, and saunter off to watch TV. I'd find her coffee mugs everywhere on the counter, the couch, even the bathroom sink. And the kitchen, a disaster zone. She'd cook herself snacks, leaving grease splattered on the stove and dirty pans piled high. "You'll clean that up, won't you, dear?" She'd say, not even looking at me. I tried to stay civil. I'd smile, nod, and quietly tidy up, my hands trembling with suppressed frustration. Mark noticed, but he'd just say, "She's only here for a week, babe. Let's not start a fight." I wanted to scream, but I held it in for him. Then came the moment that broke me. It was day 4, and I was in the laundry room, sorting through a pile of clothes. The hum of the washing machine was the only sound in the house, a rare moment of calm. Suddenly, Linda appeared in the doorway, holding a bundle of her dirty clothes, socks, blouses, even underwear. Without a word, she dropped them next to my pile, turned, and walked away. My jaw tightened. I could feel my pulse pounding in my ears. Who does she think I am? Her maid? I finished my laundry, folded it neatly, and carried it upstairs. Then I went to find her. She was lounging on the couch, flipping through a magazine. I took a deep breath and said, as politely as I could, "Linda, the washing machine's free. Now if you want to use it." She didn't even look up. Her voice was cold, dripping with condescension. "Aren't you supposed to help me? After all, a barren lady should at least be humble." The world stopped. My breath caught in my throat and my vision blurred. Barren. That word sliced through me like a knife, reopening every wound I'd tried to heal. My hands shook and my chest felt like it was caving in. I wanted to scream, to cry, to throw something. But instead, I just stood there frozen as her words echoed in my head. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. Something inside me snapped, but it wasn't rage, it was clarity. Linda had crossed the line, and I wasn't going to let her stay in. my house for one more second. I turned on my heel and walked to the guest room. My hands moved with purpose, pulling her suitcase from the closet. I yanked open the drawers, grabbing her clothes in handfuls. Her perfume bottles clinked as I tossed them into her bag. Her shoes, her scarves, her jewelry, everything went in dot. My heart raced, but my mind was calm. She doesn't get to hurt me and stay here. Not anymore. I zipped up the suitcase, dragged it down the stairs, and dropped it in the living room with a thud. Linda looked up from her magazine, her eyes narrowing. "What's this?" she demanded. I met her gaze, my voice steady. "You're leaving now." Linda's face twisted in shock. "Excuse me?" she sputtered, standing up. "You can't just kick me out. This is my son's house." "No," I said, my voice cutting through hers. "This is our house. And you don't get to insult me in it. Get out." She opened her mouth to argue, but I didn't give her the chance. I grabbed her coat from the rack and held it out. Her cheeks flushed red, and for the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in her eyes. She snatched the coat and stormed toward the door, dragging her suitcase behind her. "Mark will hear about this," she hissed. "Good," I said. "Tell him exactly what you called me." The door slammed shut, and the house was silent. I stood there, my chest heaving, feeling a rush of relief so intense it brought tears to my eyes. For the first time in days, I felt like I could breathe. Linda was gone, and I'd taken back my home and my dignity. You know, sometimes you put up with disrespect because you want to keep the peace. But there's a moment when you realize peace isn't worth your self-respect. Linda thought she could walk all over me, but she learned the hard way that words have consequences. And honestly, that feeling of standing up for myself, it's worth everything. If this story gave you that sweet taste of justice, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen, or maybe even pulled off yourself? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more Reddit revenge stories that'll keep you hooked. See you in the next one.